Developing tonight, stunned new reaction from the campus of Harvard University, where prominent members of the faculty were among the greatest advocates of Obamacare. And now some of those professors are revolting against the reforms many of them supported. Mark Thiessen is a former chief speechwriter to President George W. Bush, a fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, and a Fox News contributor. And they are shocked that their deductibles are going up, and they find it, quote, deplorable, Mark.
Apparently, Jonathan Gruber had it wrong. It wasn't just the American voters who were too stupid to understand what was in Obamacare. It was over the heads of the Harvard faculty as well.
Thank God, I feel better. I feel so much better. They are smart.
These professors apparently believed Barack Obama when he said you can keep your health plan, and they believed Barack Obama when he said your health plan's going to reduce costs by $2,500 per family.
But the thing is, the thing that they find, and I quote, deplorable, is so much better, the plan that they are on, which has changed because of Obamacare, but it's so much better than what the actual Affordable Health Care Act participants who have to go on to, Obamacare.com, whatever it is, the folks who actually have to get the bronze plan or the silver plan or whatever plan, they've got it made compared to those people.
Oh, no, absolutely. Harvard is, people on Obamacare would kill to have the plan that Harvard has. Harvard pays 91% of their health care costs. 91%. So what are they complaining about? They're complaining that their deductibles have gone up. Are you ready for this? Up to $250 for individuals and $750 for a family.
Per year.
You know what per year. You know what the estimates are for Obamacare for 2015? I'll give them to you here. Bronze plan, $5,000 for individuals, $10,000 for a family. Silver plan, $3,000 for individuals, $6,000 for a family. Gold plan is $1,200 for an individual and $2,600 for a family. And these people are complaining about a $250 deductible? This is what has Harvard in an outrage? It's unbelievable.
And yet they were the ones, these Harvard professors, many of them were out there talking about how Obamacare was going to lower the costs. And people didn't have to worry because people who thought that their deductibles were going to go up, actually, in fact, it would lower costs for them.
Yeah, remember the Cadillac tax? Jonathan Gruber said we're going to mislabel it and tell people it's a tax on insurance companies instead of a tax on individuals. And apparently the professors at Harvard bought this, and now they're discovering they're the individuals that are going to pay for this thing. Right. These people are complaining. There's one professor who's been very vocal about this, who's a professor of classics. This is a guy who can read Virgil in the original Latin, but he can't read Obamacare in English. You've got a professor who said this is a quote. It's the equivalent of taxing the sick. I don't think there's any government in the world that taxes the sick. There is one. It's called the United States government under Obamacare. Medical device tax? Who uses medical devices? Sick people. These people don't understand what's in the law.
What's going to happen? Here's my question to you. What's going to happen if this same problem rears its head over at MIT, where our friend Jonathan Gruber works? It's going to be a little awkward walk down the hall for him.
It's going to be a little awkward in the faculty lounge. Maybe they'll try and do what the Harvard faculty did. It's very interesting. We know what they did when they found out that the plan was so awful, was going up. They actually convened the Senate, the faculty Senate, and voted to repeal it. They actually did. These are the same people. These are the same people who are criticizing Republicans for trying to repeal Obamacare. But when Obamacare raises their costs, they voted to repeal. So this is what's happening on our college campuses.
Virgil, you're smart too. You have to go Google what you're talking about. Good to see you, Mark.